James was a hard-working office employee who often stayed late to finish his work. The building where he worked was busy and full of people during the day, but at night it became quiet and creepy. James didn't like the feeling of being there after dark. The cold air and strange noises from the empty halls always made him uneasy. But he needed the job, so he often stayed late, despite his fear. One night, James decided to stay late again to finish an important project. As the clock neared midnight, the entire office was empty, except for James, sitting alone at his desk. The lights above flickered a few times, casting sudden shadows that made James stop for a moment, feeling a chill run down his back. Suddenly, all the lights went out, and the office was plunged into darkness. James quickly turned on his phone's flashlight, telling himself it was just a power outage. But when he stepped into the hallway to check, he noticed something strange. All the office doors were wide open, like someone had left in a hurry. James started to feel very uneasy. The wind whistled through the building, making spooky sounds. As he walked towards the fuse box at the end of the hall, a strong metallic smell hit his nose, making him cover his face. He shone his flashlight on the floor and froze in fear. There was a long trail of blood leading from the hallway into a room far down the corridor. Shaking, James followed the blood trail to the room. The door was slightly open, and inside was nothing but darkness. He hesitated, but curiosity got the better of him. He slowly pushed the door open. The door creaked in the silence, and his flashlight revealed a horrifying sight. In the middle of the room, on top of a desk, lay a body covered in cuts and blood. But the worst part was the face. It was James's own face, pale and lifeless, with wide-open eyes staring straight at him. James stumbled back, dropping his phone in shock. The flashlight flickered, casting strange shadows on the walls. His heart raced as he tried to run from the room, but when he turned around, the door had somehow closed behind him. He heard soft footsteps behind him, like someone or something was getting closer. James spun around but saw nothing in the darkness. Then, suddenly, a cold hand touched his shoulder. Startled, he turned quickly, but no one was there. A creepy laugh echoed in his ear, and then faded away, leaving only silence. In a panic, James tried to break down the door, but it wouldn't open. His flashlight went out, and in the dark he felt a presence right next to him. A quiet whisper like a soft breeze brushed against his ear. "You will never escape." The story ends with James being slowly pulled into the dark corner by something unseen. The office building returned to its eerie silence, as if nothing had ever happened.